have returned.
Morning, Daddy.
Morning.
Are you okay?
Fine. Just didn't sleep very well last night, that's all. What are you doing up so early this morning?
Sunday. Dad, church?
Right.
Come on, eat up, Dad. We gotta go. Is it good?
Looks delicious, honey. Thank you.
And on this beautiful morning, when all of his world seems so benign, when the comforting sparkle of his sunlight warms the earth, we look for guidance in Matthew, book 7. Enter ye in the strait gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. Straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth on to life, and few be there that find it. Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, and neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. And we shall be known by the fruit that we bear. Let us observe a moment of silence today for the souls of our loved ones who have been taken from us on this earth, but wait for us in heaven.
What's up? We're almost finished here.
I'm sorry to bother you, Hefe, but we got a thing.
What kind of thing?
A people could be dead thing.
I'll see you at home, Dad.
All right.
Okay.
Pretty sure we got 2 victims. One
Survivor.
I'll tell it, Stanley.
Go ahead, Z.
1 survivor. Young male.
What did he say happened?
Well, he isn't gonna be saying much anytime soon. Got burned real bad. We dropped him off at Doc Bram's and came right to find you.
Jesus, Harry, it's bad. I ain't seen nothing like this since '92.
Stanley, I was first on the scene.
Sorry.
I mean, you know, that's procedure.
Sorry, go ahead.
Anywho, it's bad. I haven't seen anything like this since '92.
Okay, so what happened in '92?
What was it that happened in '92?
Grizzly came into a hunting camp. Ate 2 people.
Right. So, you know, there were pieces everywhere. A little piece here, a little piece there. It's really nasty.
He's a city kid, just like you. His name's Todd. His dad's working on expanding the marina or something.
He's going to be a senior. They moved up here so they could start with the rest of us tomorrow.
How do the 2 of you find this stuff out?
Pearl, there's like 10 people in this whole town. How do you not know this stuff?
Damn, what's cracking, yo? I want to introduce you to my new best friend, Todd.
Best friend?
Well, I'm the only person he knows around here, so that makes me best, right?
Oh, Todd. We are so sorry. In no way does this person represent our town or our people. Please give us another chance. Butte Creek can be a very nice place.
I told him all he has to do is throw an "aight" at the end of every question, and he's gonna fit right in.
That's what I did.
So you're an urbanite too, huh?
Yeah, I am. I'm from Washington. D.C., not the state.
L.A.
Oh, gang territory. Hey, nobody caps nobody around here, dude, all right?
Nah, you die of boredom first.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're gonna go to the lake. You guys should come on down when you're done.
See ya.
Bye.
You said 3:30 you got up, right? And about 8:30 you saw the smoke? Hey, Harry.
Hi, Mars. Bernard? So you're out hunting?
I already told Marcy.
Okay, why don't you tell me now?
Okay, I got up here about 8:30, saw some smoke, and this is what I found.
I got my money on a grizzly. Man-eater.
A grizzly, Z? You're right, though, about that man-eater.
Nikki, Makwa,
You know this is no grizzly kill, old man.
Kiki, Miti.
Kiki me she oh she na hishni. Bullshit my ass. It's true.
Look, why don't you just tell us what we need to know, then you can go home.
I already done that. Look, there's no one here but that burned up kid and a couple chunks of flesh.
His flesh or someone else's?
How should I know? Look, I've been up since 3. I gotta get some food. Can we talk about this later?
Sure. Harry?
Yeah, that's fine. Go on home, Bernard.
Hop in, Bernard.
What was that engine speak all about?
Some old giveaway, hocus pocus. Shapeshifters. We call it Wendigo. He was trying to say this is what happened here.
You believe in that crap?
Z, I'm an Indian, but I don't have to believe all these crazy stories. I grew up around bingo and blackjack, remember?
Just checking.
He wasn't alone.
What do you got, Harry?
The boy kicked over the Coleman. The tent caught on fire. Melted him inside. His female friend didn't have a chance. Something took her into the woods. Ripped her to pieces.
Female friend?
Unless he was wearing a bra.
Yeah. I wonder what was going through her head.
No shit.
Colder than a witch's tit, okay.
No, not quite. Jesus, Kay. Oh, sorry, Todd. I forgot you were new.
Ignore Todd.
Yeah, I'll try. Hey, Bones Lake?
They found a field of them over there. near the guy's cabin.
The stabbing cabin.
What, an old Indian cemetery?
Not according to any real Indians.
And they never found the guy.
He's in here, Harry. Roger Raintree. Take him out, Susan.
Nice spread, Buckley.
Nicer than you'll ever get.
I gotta go drain the dragon. Anyone want to lend a hand?
In your dreams.
Oh, shit, I gotta go. I promised my mom I'd meet her for lunch.
I gotta go get prettied up for school tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm kinda excited.
Are you serious?
Every morning's like Christmas. I mean, I can't wait for it to get started.
It's kind of cool.
Well, maybe it is now, but I might be a nightmare to live with.
It was huge! It was huge! It came, it was right next to me. It had one eye, bald on top. It had hair all around, and it was spitting furiously. Turgid and...
Asshole.
Really?
I gotta go.
Hey, Todd. Could you give Pearl a lift home? I gotta pick up my little sister for my mom. Sorry, forgot to mention it.
Yeah, that's cool. Come on.
Nicely done, Kay.
I'm gonna have the 4-egg meat lovers omelet with extra bacon.
Orders up, Ruthie.
Biscuits and gravy with a side of sausage. 4 pieces of rye toast. And make sure there's butter on that. And a large Diet Coke.
BLT.
Got it.
So, what do you think, Hefe? Cougar or a Grizz?
I think it's a cougar, a big one.
No. It wasn't a bear either. No drag marks. Whatever got that girl didn't drag her away, it carried her. An animal drags its prey. Even a big cougar or a grizz. That girl was carried.
Fresh pot.
Don't you ever get tired of eating with them?
I'm not eating.
Well, if you ever want to force down a meal with somebody other than your crew here, no offense.
No offense taken.
Ruthie, if I was available, you'd be at the top of my list.
What did your dad do?
He's a sheriff, but he used to be in the FBI.
FBI, really?
Yeah, profiler. A really good one.
I thought they were all young, hot model types.
No, it's actually a tough life, you know? Chasing down baby killers, serial killers, murderers.
I get the picture. Yeah.
Yeah, well, he got burnt out on it, and my mom and him were having trouble, so they decided to get away. Way away. Do you want something to drink?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'd like that, yeah.
Okay. This way. So this is it.
Wow.
Yeah. Have a seat. I'll get us some drinks.
Okay.
Todd, don't! My dad, he's like really strict about the house. No smoking, drinking, breathing, touching. It's,
Okay, I just, you know, I saw the ashtray and I kind of...
Yeah, you can't use them. I'm sorry. It was my mom's. So...
Right.
This is the way my mom did it all up. And my dad, well, everything just has to stay the way it was.
How come?
I think he thinks she's gonna stroll back in through the door someday. I think that's why he keeps it all.
So what, she just disappeared?
I don't even think about it anymore. I mean, I think she's dead. You know, it's just weird because my dad, he talks about her like she's down at the store.
That is weird.
Yeah, weird. Are you okay?
What is that?
My special tea. Do you like it?
Yeah, it's great. It's just a little warm.
I'm sorry. Oh.
No, it's good. Yeah. I gotta go. I'm sorry.
Look, I didn't.
No. It's cool. I gotta go.
Okay.
Pearl?
Yeah.
Got a boyfriend?
Me? No. I mean, not really right now, no.
Okay, well, I'll see you tomorrow at school then.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'll see you tomorrow at school.
I
Who the hell's that?
It's that new kid.
What's he doing here? What?
Nothing.
What are you thinking, Z? She's 17.
I wasn't thinking anything. You're right, Harry. I'll see you tomorrow.
Come in. Cover the door. Do not worry. He left with the others. You have nothing to fear from me. I will not cry out, no matter how badly I want to. Come to me now. Take what you want.
All right, you should have it the next couple days. Yep. All right, I really appreciate it, Sam. Thanks.
Found another deer head over there on 7. And some good venison.
How many is that?
9 or 10 this month.
Well, the way I look at it, that's 10 more deer that won't be jumping out in front of my car.
I will not have poachers in my backyard, Z. Hey, tonight's a stakeout. Don't forget.
Tonight?
What, you got a date?
A new movie with Molly and her 5 sisters.
Can you run this over to the Post for me?
Sure thing, boss.
I'll let Z finish up the report. Hey, we've ID'd that girl, Violet Messer from Whitlock.
Don't know her.
Her husband's been looking for her. I'm gonna go interview him this afternoon, but from what I understand from the sheriff over there, he's got a really good alibi.
Want to ride?
I have to go to Kay's. My dad's picking us up there.
Gotcha.
Bye.
You're pathetic. Hold your water, Marvin.
Hi. So what are we doing tonight?
We're going to the stabbing cabin.
Kay, are you crazy? 2 people were just murdered there.
So your house then?
Yeah, my house, I guess.
Pearl, I'll be back about 3 a.m., okay?
Okay, Daddy.
And I mean it, girls. No visitors.
No vibrators.
What do you guys want to watch?
Christ, I thought he'd never leave. Freezing their asses off.
No, the boys.
No, you guys, my dad would kill me.
No, you won't. Let the games begin.
Shit, you guys, shit, that's my dad.
Daddy,
Oh, sorry, honey. I forgot my,
I'll get it.
Pearl, hurry up. The movie's about to start.
What smells like lilacs?
That would be me, Mr. Bailey.
Lock the doors. Good night.
Night.
That was close.
Okay, he's gone.
Come out, wherever you are.
Wake up on this dirty floor, just long enough to get some more. It builds you up and it breaks you down.
Babe, there's nobody out there.
Hey, Sheriff.
Hey! Bernard? Martin? What are you boys doing out here tonight?
Truck just conked out on us.
Conked out. Oh, really? I'll call the wrecker.
No, she does this all the time.
Yeah. Huh. You, pop the hood. See what she looks like.
No need. Like Bernard said, it happens all the time. We just let her sit for a few minutes, and then she usually just fires right back up again.
Happens all the time.
How long you boys been out here? Engine's stove cold.
Yeah, well, we got to talking, and you probably should try it again.
Yep.
Good idea.
Come on.
Yeah, look at that. All right, I'll tell you what, why don't you guys follow me down the hill? I'll make sure you get home safe, all right?
Oh, no, thanks, though. We should probably just let her sit here and warm up before we take it anywhere. Sure runs better hot, you know.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yep.
Yeah, don't worry about us, Sheriff.
You go ahead.
All right. Hey, you boys wouldn't happen to see anybody out here with a spotlight, would you?
Nope.
No?
Nothing worse than a poacher. I hate poachers.
We hate them too.
Us too.
That was flipping close.
No shit. Come on, hurry up.
Hell up.
Come on. Shh. Smell that? I think I smell a buck. Come on, quit fucking around.
Pearl, come down here.
Buckley.
Pearl? Pearl, come down here. Now.
Hey.
What the hell went on here last night?
Why? What's up?
This. It used to be your mother's favorite figurine.
I'm sorry, Dad. I don't know what happened.
That's great. You're sorry. Fantastic. Now, how am I supposed to explain this to your mother?
What do you mean, Dad?
How am I supposed to explain this to her?
When do you think that's gonna be a problem, Dad? I mean, do you know something I don't know?
Pearl?
No! Dad, stop it! Dad, stop it. She's gone. She's dead and gone. She's not coming back. Let her go, Dad. Dad, I'm sorry.
Oh, man, I'm tired.
Glad I didn't catch takeout duty last night.
You don't know the half of it. What's up, Hefe?
Harry Bailey.
Harry, it's Sam Radcliffe.
Hey, Sam, what's going on?
Harry, what'd you do? Dig a caveman out of a glacier?
What do you mean?
Well, according to the lab boys, that sample you sent us isn't human.
Not human?
No, and it's not animal either. Yeah, it's almost human.
What does that mean?
Hell if I know. But if I were you, I would find out.
Z, I need to talk to you.
I'll go for coffee.
So what happened last night?
Well, she's not as innocent as you think, Harry. They had a few guys over last night after you left. Pearl was doing a little touching, you know how kids are. But she's not doing the nasty yet.
I told her no visitors. Who was touching her, Z? Where was he touching her? I want to know what he did to her, and I want a name.
For Christ's sake, Harry. It's not like she's your wife.
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
Nothing bad. I'm just saying, Pearl's grown up. Sooner or later, she's gonna give it up. Sooner or later. You know how kids are.
I don't want to hear that shit, Z. She's a baby. And you watch the fuck how you talk about her.
Hey, you wanted me to watch her.
Yes, I did.
I should be out hunting down poachers, not babysitting a bunch of dopey high school kids. Why don't you get Stanley to be your peeper next time? I just told you, she's not in for anybody. Shoot the messenger, why don't you?
Keep talking like that, I will.
Ooh. What the hell's going on around here today?
Oh, I'm just giving him a report on his daughter and her new boyfriend.
Daughters were put on earth to make their fathers face their own dirty thinking.
What is that, like some Indian haiku or something?
Dr. Phil.
Yeah, well, next time, you can stake out the Teen Poon Brigade.
I don't think I can stay up that late.
Pearl's one thing, but that other girl, Kay, oh, man, you should have seen her going at it.
Kay Ben? I thought she was a good girl.
Oh, yeah, she's good, all right. Probably shouldn't have said that about Harry's wife, though.
Oh,
But I just said that, she wasn't his wife, Pearl. Well, he was acting like his daughter was cheating on him.
like his wife did.
What?
His wife laid down with his partner over at the FBI. It's why he quit, why he moved up here.
How do you know?
Drums along the Mohawk, Z. I hear things.
Oh, Jesus.
You know the area around here as well as anyone, right, Doc?
Born and raised, Harry.
I heard Bernard say something to Stanley about a Wendigo.
Sounds like our native friends were having a little fun.
They weren't laughing, Doc.
Well, did they mention sky spirits or medicine men?
They said it was a shapeshifter.
Oh, right, that eats people. Heart of ice, I know, right. Yeah. My grandfather was a fur trapper. He used to tell us kids stories about a beast that would come over from the Black Rock Reservation at night and take away people and eat them. The old, the sick, and the impure.
And?
And then his drunk friend Joe would jump out of the darkness and we'd piss ourselves. What do you think?
So it's like the wolves thinning the caribou herd, keeping the tribe strong.
Yeah. Or the boogeyman.
She's asleep.
Marge, can we talk?
I'm all talked out, Harry.
Where are you going?
Walk over and get some cigarettes. I'll be right back.
You're wearing your ring again. It's cold. Why don't you let me drive you?
I feel like a walk, Harry.
Harry? Are you following me? Who's there? Harry?
You all right, partner?
Harry?
Harry, I'm out for early tonight. Save you a steak?
Ruthie, I'm swamped here.
Ruth brought breakfast.
Another time, perhaps. I really, thanks.
He's gonna think you're a slut.
Daddy, you remember Todd?
Hey, Mr. Bailey.
Pearl, button your shirt.
We were just,
Leaving. Gotta go. See you later, Sheriff.
I thought we had an understanding.
Daddy, I wasn't.
Not in my house! Ojibwa legends insist that when the demonic spirit of the Wendigo possesses a man, he loses control, even changes physically. His monstrous transformation is sparked by the spirit's revulsion at acts of weakness and impurity, infidelity, gluttonous waste, personal betrayal. Victims are brought to a kind of nest where Jesus. A nest of bones.
I mean, he's totally on my ass. And Kay, he doesn't eat, he doesn't sleep. Hold on. And he just left.
I think he just needs to get laid.
Yeah, well, you actually have to socialize with people to do that.
Maybe we could get him a carry-out order.
Okay, what is that supposed to mean?
Well, he is sort of cute and lovable. You know, in a hunter-gatherer kind of way. Maybe I could take one for the team.
Oh, that's perhaps the most disgusting thing I've ever heard of. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I just threw up in my mouth a little.
Come on, Pearl. I mean, how cool would that be? I could be your mom and your best friend at the same time.
Ew!
I'm just putting it out there is all.
I just want to give a little something back to the community.
Well, you would, because you're such a slut.
Maybe I'll have Carter spank me. Speak of the devil, dog.
I'll buzz you in the morning.
All right. Bye.
I hope you're close, because my engine's already running.
Are people saying it's a grizzly? Honestly, I don't know, Mr. Mayor, but I can assure you that we are all over it. Yes, sir, I understand that. But like I said before, we have some very good leads. In fact, just yesterday. Z, what the hell? That's the mayor.
We got a thing.
Has anyone ever seen a grizzly climb a second story like that?
Sheriff, we're ready.
Look, Gus, with all due respect.
With all due respect, Sheriff, you couldn't find your ass with 2 hands and a map. We've been down that road before.
Wait a minute, you weekend warriors will end up shooting each other.
Harry, we know these woods better than anyone. If she's alive, we're going to find that girl.
Why'd she say that? Mama, what does she mean alive?
Nothing, sweetie, nothing. It's okay.
Where's Kay? Mama, where's Kay?
Harry, I want her found. These boys will cover more territory in a day than you 3 will cover in a month. You wouldn't let us help you with Margie, and look what happened. Stay out of our way, Harry. Come on. Let's go. Come on.
Daddy, where's Kay? What happened to Kay?
I don't know.
No, where is she?
I don't know.
Well, you have to find her.
I'm going to find her.
Daddy, I can't.
I will
I can't.
I'll find her. I'll find her.
Daddy, no, I can't.
Okay.
Daddy, no.
That ought to give her a couple of hours.
Thanks, Doc. This right here on the couch?
Yeah. I'll get you something. It'll help you sleep. You need it.
Yeah. Maybe later. I gotta go look for that girl.
What you got there?
Probably nothing. Your phony monster. When it attacks, how to kill it.
Where did you get this?
Internet, Doc. Nothing sacred anymore. There's nothing you can't find. It's a funny thing, too. The best photo I could find was credited to a D.B. Graham, 1938. That's right about the time your grandfather was fur trapping, isn't it?
Harry, why are you showing me this?
Because I have 3 dead bodies, and my daughter might be next. You kept this from me.
I'm sorry, Harry. My father made me promise.
What the hell are you talking about?
Harry, Jesus.
I want the truth. Right now.
This. Is that a victim?
That's the monster.
It looks like a man. Why?
He shapeshifted, changed back. After they killed him, he changed back. They look normal until they're aroused.
This has no lips.
They eat their own skin.
That sounds ridiculous, Doc.
My father knew the man. He saw the man, Red Bear. He saw the change. It started with the dreams.
Dreams?
Red Bear had nightmares. He couldn't eat. He no longer saw his wife, he saw prey. A woman who had betrayed him in a meal to feed his bloodlust. It sparked his change. He fought it. His eyes flamed, his chest opened, and his heart turned to ice.
Edmund. You have returned.
Black Rock villagers heard her screams. They were careful not to look directly into the monster's eyes until he was dead. Look into its eyes, and you may become one yourself. He shifted back to a human form, and I dragged him from the hut and set him on fire. This was taken just before they burned him. I'm sorry I didn't tell you. It's because it was my fault. Red Bear's wife didn't survive, but her baby did. I did.
Your father?
And Red Bear's wife. He was just 18, Harry, a dumbass, thoughtless kid.
And that's what set off the Wendigo. I dream, Doc.
We all dream, Harry.
I dream of monsters. It's how I did my job, but...
What?
I've dreamt this monster.
It can't be, Harry. Take Pearl home. Let the others take care of it. You need some rest.
Removed by Bones Lake.
Harry?
Victims are brought to a kind of nest. A nest of bones.
Harry?
I'm not going.
Wahoo, it's Kay. We have to do something.
The woods are full of people looking for her. Can't we just chill?
I'm going.
Me too.
I think I heard her scream on the phone.
It's not your fault, Carter.
It's nobody's fault. But it's Kay, and if she's alive, we're gonna find her.
Marcy, it's me. Look, if Pearl calls, tell her to call my cell phone.
Dude, that shit reeks. Okay. So what's the plan?
Well, we only got one tent, so we're working shifts of 2. Switching off every 2 hours while the others rest. The ones on duty keep the fire going. It's best for safety. I'll take the first shift with Buckley. Any questions? Saw it on Old Western.
Hey. We'll find her.
Wearing your ring again.
What was that? Maybe we should wake the others.
got it.
Get in the house.
But Dad.
Get in the house. Get in the house now. This was reckless and dangerous.
You are just jealous because we did what you couldn't.
What is that supposed to mean? And what the hell were you doing with that boy?
We're out killing the bear, and you're worried if I was fucking?
Upstairs, right now!
I am gonna be 18 in a couple of months, and you can't tell me what to do again, ever, ever. I'm counting the days.
You know, you're lucky. It isn't every man who lives to tell about being attacked by a grizzly.
You know, I'm from LA, so I'm used to it by now. Hello? Hey. What's wrong? Yeah, no, I'm fine. Yeah. Yeah, okay. No, I'll be right over. All right, bye.
Just where the fuck do you think you're going? Shut up! You think you can leave me? Huh? Go fuck that boy of yours? Just like your whore of a mother? I'm gonna cut the bad place. Pearl? Pearl?
Hey.
Hey. You sure about this?
Yeah, I'm sure. Let's go.
Hello, Sheriff's Department. Oh, hey, Sheriff.
Listen, get Z and Stanley, okay? Pearl's gone. I don't know where she went.
I'm on it.
Call all her friends. Buckley Anderson, that goofy Wallstein kid, and that new boy, Todd. Okay, look, I don't care how you do it, okay? Just somebody find out where she's gone. What do you got for me?
The Anderson girl, you know, Buckley, she told me that if Pearl wanted to get away, to try the old caretaker cabin. You know, the one backside of Bones Lake near the reservation.
Marcy.
I got it right here. What do you need to know?
Born March 15th, 1930.
Black Rock Reservation.
I'm on a utility road above the old caretaker cabin.
Okay, I want you.
What was that? Harry? Oh, Jesus. Harry! Come in. Harry. Yes, Stanley. It's Harry. Harry!
It unzips.
What else unzips? Come here.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
No, Daddy.
Pearl, Todd, get away from him. Now!
Harry, what the hell's wrong with you?
Stanley? Where were you born?
What?
Where were you born?
Black Rock Reservation. Why? What's the matter?
I'm gonna have to kill you, Stan.
No, Dad, don't, no.
You looked into its eyes. I don't have a choice. I gotta kill you before you change. You know it's true.
You're talking crazy, Harry.
Stanley, take off your gloves. Let me see your fingers.
Harry, you're my friend.
Do it!
Is this what you're worried about? I came up here to clean the little hole from our village and to keep the Emperor from infecting us. Your mother was a whore. You never should have brought her up here with this little slut. And we should be known by the fruit that we bear.
Honey, you all right?
Yeah.
It's okay.
What's happening, Z?
I don't know, Stan.
Why don't you stay for a little while and let somebody else do that?
I think I will.
It's a good idea.
That's just what I need, a man that tells me that I need to work less